Howdy there. Heard you had a pretty crazy time in the shipwreck ruins. Wasn't too tough for you, was it?
Howdy y'all, welcome back to my time at Sandrock. Hope y'all are having a good day today. No, Justice, it was no sweat.
Dang, you're tougher than the sand and rocks round here, huh?
That's me.
Wish I could have seen what that caretaker bot was like before you took it down.
It was nothing.
Well, we did an initial check. There are still some old world AIs roaming around, but the poison gas you ran into seems to have dissipated. So, we're thinking of opening it up as a hazardous ruin. Let people dive around, see what it's got in store.
Sounds like a plan to me.
For that to happen, we'll need a ladder to get in.
Oh, yeah.
I can tell you right now, we ain't throwing anyone else in.
No?
That was clearly against regulation. Zeke, man, we'll
He's
also need to fix the 2 doors that you builders and the mayor used to enter and exit the place. So, what do you say? You in?
Of course.
I was going to have Ryan do the ladder, but you know him. I ain't going to get anything back until a couple of seasons later, because this is extra work.
If you ever get it back.
So, I turn to you. Once you have the recipe, I think you're supposed to build it on your work table. Install it outside the shipwreck ruins after you're done. You know the drill by now, right?
I know the drill.
As for the doors, just bring some materials. I'm sure you can do your thing on site.
I can handle it.
Anyway, thanks a bunch. It's nice to be able to depend on someone reliable.
Alright, so we gotta fix the shipwreck ruins. Let's check our mail here. From Amirah, the mysterious man was true to his word and brought me a rare diagram from Walnut Groove for an electric kiln. I consider you to be the best builder in Sandrock. Will you please accept my commission? Of course. And here's the mural for the church. I'm actually quite proud of the results. It's a lot of my comfort zone, but I appreciated the challenge. The mural took less time than expected, so I think I overcharged a bit. Please accept 500 goals as reimbursement. Cool. Nice. From Nia. Sorry it's taken me so long to write you. I've been kind of busy since getting home. I visited you for just a couple of days, but I feel like I've grown so much. When I think of you, I think of Sandrock now. And then I think of Sandrock, and I think I need to graduate soon and come see you. So I've been studying like crazy, trying to finish in style and on time. Oh, I wrote a report on the moisture farm. Professor Law said it was excellent and that I've made lots of progress. He also said that some of the methods in my report were interesting. He wants to go and see it all in person. I've attached a copy of the report summary. You can read it if you like. Just let me know if you see any mistakes. Your friend forever, Nia. So we got that. We got from the research center, so we will need to go do research today. And we got a relic bag from Chi. Nice. And what did we get? We got data disk and a toy spear soldier piece. And then we have Nia's report. I will let you pause and read through this if you like. And there we go. All right. Where are our animal friends? Good morning, Gecko. It's not even 8 o'clock and it's already ridiculously busy. Can you get water, please? Thank you. Wilfred! Good morning, my Yakmel. Can you also go get water for me, please? And it appears everyone else has left for the day. Alrighty then. Apparently Nemo is learning from Macchiato that you take off first thing in the morning and you don't have to do work. Oh, those four-legged feet. Wait, it says Nemo is here. I do not see where... Is he in the house? There is no Nemo in here. Oh, it's clinical trials day. I do not understand where Nemo is. Maybe he is up in the attic. I don't have an attic. Alright, so we are working on being able to plant our trees today. So we need these bronze sticks, and we're gonna just do one per machine. So we got that going, and then let's take a look at, let's pop this up here. So we need cast iron rods and cast iron pipes. Alright. I make cast iron pipes here. I only need 2, so that's fine. And then we need bronze pipes. I'm guessing that's for Amirah's thing. So we'll get those going. And then the cast iron rods. We need 12 of those. We'll break that up and do 4. 4. And, oh, that's not what I'm supposed to be making! Scrap that. Bronze stick. And 4 of those. Okay. Now I have to wait for my sticks. Alright, that's fine. We have other things we need to do. Take a look. So, that, no. Making that. Let's pop that into our assembly station here. What do we got? Condenser. Got it. Bloodstone core. There we go. Done. Simple circuits. Hardwood planks. We have to make those. Bronze pipes. We're making those. Okay. So we're waiting on that. And then... Oh, I need to make this frame. I need copper screws. I think I just needed 2 of those. We'll make a bunch and then we'll have them. Okay. So we've got that. Is there anything else we need to make over here? Ladders, which I don't have, and planting kit, which I don't have. Okay, perfect. Commissions? Commissions. What do we got commission-wise? Bronze bars. Nope, all out of those. Rubber shell. We got plenty of those. Plastic pipes. We have exactly enough of those. Those will be easy enough to get done. All right, Daisy, let's go run our errands. Let's see here. I got commission over here. Hey, Mabel. Commission for you. And what's going on? I can recall, in fact, the first time I came to Sandrock was on my birthday, the 6th of winter. I was riding on a yak milk cart, and wouldn't you know it, Cooper was at the wheel. He was too shy to talk to me that day, but I didn't forget that handsome face of his. Hey, Cooper, silent?
Uh-huh.
If you go out there to plant trees with Trudy, do be wary of sunstroke. And if them plants don't grow, well, it's all a part of the Light's plan.
See ya.
See ya later, Mabel. Alright. Next. Meanne. Gotta go say good morning to Meanne. Hey. Morning.
Most girls learn to cook for their other half, huh? So, how do you like jerky?
I love it. It's great.
See ya.
See you later. She said we could help ourselves. So we'll have some. Thanks. I'm off to do stuff. You know. You do the same stuff. Hey, Pebbles. Research Center. Morning, Chi.
We meet again.
Yes, we do.
Mm-hmm.
Zeke has been researching desert planting for upwards of 20 years. Just goes to show that scientific discovery isn't systematic. Sometimes all you need is a spark of an idea. Science is beautiful.
Goodbye.
Yes. All right. Research. Let's see. So, I need to make those. Forging machine, tailoring machine, jewelry machine. I don't think we need the jewelry machine for anything. Let's get working on main things. I don't have enough data disks. Alrighty. Can we make anything over here? Not really. Whoa, let's make a dew collector. Why not? Can we speed this up at all? I can. Fantastic. Alright. We need to do a lot of data disk mining. But hey, we have 2 days to do that. Right, Daisy? Right. Alright, let's go see what Fang has cooked up for us this morning. Oh, I think we have one of Mort's photos. Hey, Mort.
Howdy.
Greetings, young one. Settling in all right. Say, if it's not too much trouble, might I make a request?
Yeah.
My wife and I were here from the earliest beginnings of Sandrock, back when it was a little more than an undiscovered oasis. Through it all, I had a relic camera to chronicle our life. I stored all the photos inside a photo album, but before the last sandstorm, my memory failed me and I left the album outside. After the storm, it was gone.
Yeah.
Now I've made peace with losing it, but there may yet be a time to make more memories. Could you make a new photo album for this poor old soul? Of course!
This is. Though I'm glad to have this back, the memories that come with it are unpleasant. Who could have known where things would go? That old fool, Dyson. He believed Sandrock held countless hidden treasures. One day, one of his men fell in a hole, and it turned out he was right. The old world metropolis under our feet held untold amount of relics, mostly intact too. Countless folk rushed in after that. Vegetation was trampled, water was squandered, and animals lost their homes. Only the roar of machines and an inseparable haze were left here in Sandrock. Mortals and my regrets meant little to the newcomers, and once the railway was open, there was really no stopping them. We had to watch those relic rush miners pluck every petal off our desert flower. And soon there was nothing left. Young one, thank you for bringing this to me. It feels good to share these old stories with someone who will hear them. Please stop by if you find any more of my photos. Oh, yes, these were the good old days. We were so full of hope then. We used to write messages in the sand with straw. If you stuck them in there with a shovel, they'd stay there for a long, long time. But this photo, it was quite a while after we started doing that. Ah, yes, it all started when I found that old book. I thought fate was giving us another chance. From the ruins of the old world that impoverished us, we found a book. One that detailed all sorts of agricultural techniques. Advanced concepts that included even terraforming the desert. The methods in the book seemed out of our grasp, however, until I noticed that the message I used to write in the sand with straw, if I made them into a square, they could protect plants inside it from the blowing sands. And so began the straw grid. I began digging thousands of squares across the desert, sowing stubborn plants in each of them, ones I knew could survive. As the plants grew, the straw became like fertilizer. After a few cycles, sand turned back into soil again. Zeke might have told you something about those days, We were all building the straw grid, and for a while there we thought we were going to put a dent into the sandstorms. But the desert was too strong. We were like droplets of water fighting against an unfeeling ocean. No matter what we did, the winds kept blowing, and our oasis got smaller and smaller. I'm sorry that regaling such a pleasant memory took a rather dark turn. Please, stop by if you find any more of my photos.
I will do that. Okay, have we not done any of Mort's photos before? I felt like we have, but maybe I'm getting that confused with my other playthrough. Anyway, what were we doing? Fang! Hi, Fang. Hi, X. What you got for me today? How about I do something crazy? I'm gonna take the one on the left. Oh.
Noted.
Okay. See, this is what happens when you go against the normal plan. You get purple mist coming off of you. Alright, Daisy, take me home. I don't think I could walk. Alright, so our stuff should be done by now. And then we can go... plant trees out in the desert. It's Macchiato! Hi! Hi, guess what? You're home in time to go get water. Thank you! Alright. We got that. We got that. We got that. We got that. There's something here. I don't see it. And copper screws. Okay. So... how are we doing on pipes? We've got another 3 hours on that. And we need that. We've got that. We need the hardwood planks. Okay. So we can make planting kit. We can make exquisite frame. And put that away. I have 2 of those. I don't know why I made 2 of them. We had a commission, and all right. The hardwood planks were for the kiln. I should be able to get those going. Let's do 2 there, and let's do 2 there. And then when we get back tonight, that should be done. Let's go take care of the frame while we're waiting on that. Because if we're going all the way out to the desert, that way we can, that's not what I wanted. I wanted that. Yeah, if we're going all the way out there, we can kill 2 birds with 1 stone. Hey, RVO, hey, Amirah. Not what I meant to hit, but that's fine.
I can't wait to see how this new electric kiln works. I'm sure Hammy will be raking it in soon.
I'm sure. I have commission for you.
Thanks.
And what do I want to talk about? If they started planting trees in Sandrock, we wouldn't hardly need that umbrella. I commissioned any more, but that's okay. I'd just pivot to swings. All right. We'll talk to Amirah later, because we'll get that kiln finished and get it installed for her. Alright, let's go find the pastor. Oh, Miguel's not up here, is he? He is most definitely not. Hey, Justice. And we're taking the scenic route. That's alright, we need our pipes to finish. Hey, Miguel.
Good work, Builder. I knew the church could rely on you. I do appreciate the effort, make no mistake, but were I minister, we would not have spent our scant resources on such a project. But I am not.
You seem suited to minister.
Thank you, Builder. I'm glad you see my vision of the light.
I wouldn't say that.
We both studied in Mayday. We've known each other for a long time. She's always been bright-eyed and idealistic, seeing the good in everyone. The ministry adores students such as her.
I think I misread my dialogue option, but that's okay.
I, on the other hand, have held tightly to the texts and the studies into the age of corruption. We need to learn well from the demise of the old world. When I was sent to Sandrock, the temple was just another building. The citizens paid no real heed to the teachings and had lost their way. They watched my servants skeptically, unaware they were repeating the sins of their forefathers. Others believe they are devout, but I can see the corruption inside them. They always did everything the way they wanted, not the right way. Do they not see, by flaunting the rules left and right, we're blindly stumbling into another Armageddon?
That seems a little extreme.
I tried to warn them, to open their eyes.
I mean, I think the people here really mean well.
The matter of the heart and the soul oft stand opposed. Those with the best intentions can inflict the most damage. The age of corruption was full of well-intentioned people with no sight of the light.
Such it is in every religion.
Let us place this work upon the temple walls. A spectacular piece of art. If only its purpose were not so incompatible with my beliefs. To cover up the day of calamity. Are we to forget our history? Sandrock has its problems, but is not the most core of our beliefs to never forget the day of calamity? Nevertheless, these decisions are not mine to make anymore. I was here for a short while before Mady sent Matilda. As soon as she arrived, we received word that she would be taking the role of minister. I presume her interpretation of the Light Scripture was more fitting for the people of this town. I'm not one to question the church's orders, so I graciously accepted my subservient role.
I think she's a good minister.
As to the citizens here, evidently. I worry the minister is too lenient with the citizens of this town. She seems to believe the people here want to follow the light, but only a select few profess and show their belief in an appropriately fundamental manner.
Regardless, things are as they are for a reason, and I must accept it.
Anyway, thank you, Builder. I appreciate your dedication. Every act you perform for our city helps to spread telesis in these lands and beyond.
Alright. Oh, hey, Minister. My birthday. Well, if you must know, it's the 24th of autumn. But don't bother yourself with any gift. Donate something to the church. That'd make me more pleased than pie after harvest. Trudy's a fine leader. She just lacks confidence. Folks can smell that. Sometimes it won't matter what you have to say. I'm always happy to lend my voice to her cause, though. I'd be more comfortable knowing she could fend for herself.
Be seeing ya.
Alright. Okay, Daisy. We need to head down, hopefully get our ladders made, and then go plant. We have an exquisite picture frame. We can do something with that. Our pipes are not done. We're almost done. Let's do, well, you know what, we need to collect all this stuff, so let's do that. I doubt it will take too long to plant the trees. So it'll be okay if we do that a little bit later in the afternoon or even into the evening. Let's check our fuel sources. Ooh, very low. How about water? Water's all right. And we have plenty. That's good news. All right. Oh, we are onto the hardwood planks. That's good news. That's almost done. Tell you what, let's go break up a bus. Good scrap to be had from here, and we get a lot of resources from this, so... Might as well grab what we can while we have the time to do it. Bus frame! Daisy, get out of the bus! Plus, it's good experience. That scrap, let's grab this. This is also where you get shiny scorpions that you can give to pets, or future pets. Oh, look at that. Leveled up, and we got another skill point. See, this was worth doing. Okay, let's see here. This is gathering. Relics. Treasure map. 20% to gain extra. Salvage. Extra materials when logging. Twice as much due. Let's go. Let's do that. Alright. Daisy. Our stuff should be done by now. If it's not, I'm gonna be annoyed. We might be lucky and have everything done. Oh, look at that. Plank. Plank. Rod. Hardwood planks. That's done. We'll do that when we get back tonight. And ladder. What is the for mort? Basic leather. Can I make that? I can. Photo album. Make that. Look at that. We are on top of everything today. All right, Dave. No, that's not what I wanted to do. All right, Daisy, to the desert. I mean, I guess we're always in the desert, but to the other part of the desert. We'll have some jerky on the way. I hope we have the stuff we need to fix the door. Some days, everything just lines up that you can get so much accomplished. I was thinking about the future of this series and other things that I was going to do on the channel. I'm very glad that I did not start another Let's Play during Channelversary week because, yeah, I'm a little starting to get a little bit overwhelmed with the series that I have now. So I'm very glad that I didn't start another one. But I was thinking about, you know, what I will do after we're done with Sandrock. But,
Well, dang. You got this ladder done before the yak mails came home.
I did indeed.
Thanks. You ready to go in and fix the doors as well? I hope you brought some weapons, since it's still pretty dangerous inside.
Nope, not ready to do that.
Great. Let's... Oh, okay. Well, once you're ready, let's go. I'll wait for you here.
You might want to go back to town. I don't think we'll be doing this today. I didn't realize we were going to have to go run the ruins. So, yeah, no, not doing that. I'm also glad to see he's not waiting. Alright, that one. But yeah, so I was thinking, you know, what the next, you know, series will be. And I was like, when will that be? Oh, well, let's see. We are not quite through Act 1, and we're 50-odd episodes in. So if we continue the current trend, will be another 100+ episodes to get this finished, and that'll be a year from now. So, yeah.
Glad you could make it. Come on, let's get started. We're a long way from our goal. Oh,
Okay.
by the way, here's some water for the trees. All right, I think that's enough chit-chat. Let's get going.
Let's do it. Alright. So, we have to put down biocrust. What are we doing? We are planting the trees. I cannot plant in this area. Okay. I thought this was where I was going to plant. Aha! There we go. Alright, we need to put down some biocrust. Alright, that should be enough to plant our trees. I'm gonna do that. Daisy. 1, 2, 3, 4. I didn't put down enough biocrust. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then we better water them. Right, time doesn't stop when you garden. That's alright. Okay. we are done with that. And let's go. So we have to wait for the trees to mature. Have they already matured? There might be an awkward cut here.
Thanks for the assist. I think we'll just have to wait and see how it goes. I'm hoping for the best.
Me too. Okay, so now we wait. Awesome. I just wanted to make sure that wasn't going to trigger something, so I was going to reset if it triggered something we weren't prepared to deal with tonight. All right, let's go get Amirah's kiln installed. Hi, Wilfred. Hopefully Amirah will still be awake, as it is almost 10 o'clock. So it'll take a few days for those trees to grow. I don't remember how long. I feel like it's probably 3 days.
Have a safe trip home.
I suppose it could be as much as a week. Amirah! Whoa, sorry. Didn't mean to almost run you over.
Amazing! This is it! Fantastic work! I knew you could do it.
Glad to help out.
It seems your job is done.
Yes.
But you don't have to be so quick out the door.
Okay.
That is, if you wanted to stay for a while, you certainly could.
Sure, let's fire up the new kiln.
Ah, right. Of course. You'd like to see the effort you put into this thing in action, no?
Yes.
Indeed. Let us fire it up. If I'm being absolute honest, I'm a bit afraid to turn it on. What if that masked man is right? What if I can't make the ceramics like he's encountered on his travels?
He's a chump.
Kind of you to say so. But I know that's quite untrue.
No, it's not.
The masked salesman is well known and well respected throughout the free cities. Perhaps one might say he's earned the right to his arrogance.
I don't think anyone has the right to be arrogant.
I wanted to set a good example for Avio. I wanted to show him that we shouldn't let ourselves be put down by haughty businessmen. He has a history of letting himself be pushed around, you know. It is very difficult, though, defending one's art in the face of such a connoisseur.
You were awesome.
Do you think so? I was actually quite terrified. In fact, in the moment, I think it was your advice that came to mind. That mysterious man was being a creep, as you say. A bit cowardly to say such things to my face from behind a mask, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
In any case, I need to stop feeling sorry for myself. Both you and Avio believed in me enough to get us this far, so I simply try my best. There is no more room for doubt. Let's begin! You need to keep your hands steady. Try not to shake. Control your breathing. From a distance, I can't tell who worked on which.
You're being
You've got
way
quite
too
a knack
kind.
for these kinds of things. Once the glaze is finished, I'll send one of them to you.
Thanks.
Thanks for spending time with me. It was nice chatting and working on this project together. Perhaps it could be said that we make a good team.
I think we do make a good team.
I'll see you soon. Goodbye for now.
Bye, Amirah. All right, Daisy. Oh, there's something... No, we'll deal with that too. Oh, wait. We were supposed to meet... right. I forgot. I didn't get the reminder.
You're here. Good timing. The satellite will pass overhead shortly. I've configured the telescope. I've also attached an SLR to allow direct imaging. We can take photos for further analysis.
Cool.
We still have some time before the satellite arrives. Let's test out the telescope first.
Sure. You can see just how bad I am at this. Alright, we're looking for the heron. Yeah, I'm really bad at this. Let's see. Is it maybe... No, it's not that one. Is it that one? It might be this one. I got it! Now what are we looking for? Light's arrow. You'd think this one would be fairly easy. Is it this one? No. 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 I'm no good at this. I know I've found this one before, but I don't do this enough to be able to keep track of where everything is. Theoretically, there should be some pattern to it. Is that one? No, it's not that one. There's a little small triangle at the bottom. Not that. Definitely not that. And I lose. Yeah.
The image quality is vastly superior, no? The clarity allows for much more precise imaging for the stars.
Can you tell me about the stars?
No. Interestingly, when people believe they are wishing upon shooting stars, they are actually wishing upon rocks falling and burning up in the atmosphere.
Really?
Stars do not shoot. It is a common misconception.
How about that?
What else do you wish to know? Perhaps an overview of the constellations? I will not peddle astrology, but I know a thing or two about astronomy.
Good for now.
Interestingly, although we group these stars together in named constellations, they are in fact separated by tens of light years. That's enough for now. The scavengers should be here any moment. Bingo! Now! Perfect! It's a lot clearer than I thought. Take a look here. This has to be the satellite's antenna. It's completely intact. It might even be transmitting, which would make it one of the few working satellites remaining. If only we had a working receiver to downlink the scavenger's signal. Think of what we could learn.
You need me to make you one?
But I shouldn't be too greedy. We just installed an equatorial mount and now a camera too. It's already a huge step forward. Since we're on the subject though, let me tell you about a paper I read a few days ago. The sampling of digital control technologies of the old world. What a read.
Can we call it a night? I'm kind of tired.
Yeah, I suppose it's impossible to get into all the juicy details of the paper in one night. I'll read it over a few more times and give you a better report.
That sounds like a fantastic plan, G.
Good night then, I suppose.
Good night. Yeah, I think what happened last time, because I said I didn't remember this, I think it's because I forgot to go. Alright. Well, on that note, I think we are going to call it a night. We do have all of our resources from our pets out and about. But, yep, Nemo is asleep. Wilfred is asleep. Are Gecko and Macchiato asleep? Macchiato is asleep. And Gecko is asleep. Everybody's asleep. And I think Cody's going to bed as well. So, thank you all so much for watching. See you real soon.